This video shows how to edit MIDI events using the MIDI editor. When we create MIDI information, we can edit many of the events. Common edits include copying, cutting, pasting, shortening, and lengthening MIDI events, changing the velocity, and changing pitch. This project contains 4 instruments in a short musical excerpt. It contains the tango accordion, the jazz kit, pizzicato strings, and little bells. Let's listen to it. There are edits we can make to make the music more rhythmically in sync and the parts more balanced. Double-click the MIDI region you wish to edit. This opens the MIDI editor. Pitch is displayed on the vertical plane, and note duration is displayed on the horizontal plane. The left column shows the editor inspector, which contains chord editing, quantize, transpose, and length panels. Refer to the help file number 13 for more information on these parameters. We will focus on the note display, which is on the right, and the controller display, which is across the bottom. We can use the MIDI editor note display to make edits to MIDI events such as copy, delete, paste, or duplicate, move, shorten, lengthen, change pitch, and change velocity. To edit a MIDI event, use the selector tool to highlight the event or highlight multiple events. Edit functions can be found in the Edit menu, such as Cut, Copy, Paste, Delete. For demonstration purposes, I will use the menu, but remember you can use the keyboard shortcuts. Since the strings sound low and heavy, let's delete some of the events that contribute to the dense texture. Select, delete. Remember, with non-destructive editing, you can undo edits at any time. To change the pitch of a MIDI event, simply drag the event to the new pitch. You can also drag several events at a time. To shorten and lengthen MIDI events, hover the cursor over the end of an event until you see the double arrow. From here, you can drag to the left to shorten the event or to the right to lengthen the event. I'm going to delete these 3 events so that I can create one long sustained event. The controller display shows values for parameters such as velocity. MIDI note velocity is the velocity at which a note on a keyboard is pressed. A high velocity value represents a note that is played with a quick action. This will have a louder volume. A low velocity value represents a note that is played with a slower action. This will have a softer volume. I'll set it somewhere in between so that it's in the background of the music. Let's listen to the new version. Notice that the drums drop out around 10 seconds. We can copy and paste the pattern so it sounds throughout the excerpt. Double-click, then select the pattern, copy, move the cursor to the location where you want the pattern to paste, and paste in. I can make the necessary adjustments to get the rhythm synced. When we move around MIDI events, there is the option of having the events snap to the grid found in the background. To enable this function, turn on the Snap tool. Now, when I move any MIDI event, it will snap the event to the closest position on the grid. Let's listen to the new edits.